On June 3, 2025, police in Dania Beach, Florida, responded to an ongoing neighbor dispute involving repeated noise complaints and parking concerns. What initially appeared to be a routine call quickly became a prolonged interaction, as officers were called back multiple times to address continued disturbances and disagreements between neighbors over compliance with local ordinances.
But you don't want to do anything about the cars?
I didn't say, nobody said we're not doing anything.
Okay, because it doesn't seem like they're being cooperative with you, so if you have discretion, why should you give them that discretion?
It's being forwarded to code for enforcement.
Okay, but what I'm saying is they're going to be there all night disturbing me.
Hello. You called us back?
Yeah. They're still jamming on it in the backyard. You want to take a walk to the back?
I already did.
Did that first side?
Yep.
Did you hear it?
Yep.
So does this get redocumented as well, here's my concern. If you just bury it in the same case number, they may only consider it in one incident. And I would ask if do you have any objection to creating a second case number? Because the whole point of bringing someone into compliance is an increasing, escalating fine.
I already agreed.
And if they only see it under one case number, they're not gonna.
I already agreed. Yeah. No objection.
Were you able to make contact with them as well?
We made contact with you first. We're going to get into that next.
Okay, I hope you can bring them into compliance. Thank you so much. Oh, you want the new case number, man?
Oh, of course.
Officers first spoke with the reporting neighbor, who expressed frustration over loud music coming from the neighboring property and vehicles parked along the street. The complainant asked that a separate case number be created, explaining that repeated violations should be documented individually so enforcement could escalate if the behavior continued.
Hello. How's it going, man? Yeah, we got another noise complaint for you guys for the music in the back. So we're asking that you guys either lower it down or shut it off.
We lowered it, man. This guy, apparently you looked up the record and you know about this already.
And just to let you know, I've already talked to the homeowner and advised her of the ordinance for the city, and it's technically a violation of the ordinance. So I'm just making sure she's aware that we got another call.
This has one in it, by the way. Is your last name 2 N's or 1 N?
2 N's.
It says 1 N. What's going on?
We made contact with them. Okay. We spoke to them. We again requested them to turn the We measured again, and we're going to additional case number that we requested.
Okay.
He's going to send you another link to upload any additional documentation for this case number, and that's where we're at.
So the second time they were in violation of the 100-foot marker as well? Okay.
After documenting the complaint, officers walked to the neighboring residence to address the noise issue directly. They informed the occupants that another complaint had been received and explained that the sound levels were in violation of the city's noise ordinance. Officers also noted the distance at which the music could be heard and documented the violation for code enforcement.
Are they going to come into compliance?
I don't have an answer to that question. I can't predict the future, as you can imagine.
Yeah. So I have to just keep going. They don't want to stop.
Yes, you can keep going.
Okay. Anything on the legally parked cars in the street?
As I told you the first time, it's going to be documented under the same case number and forwarded to code.
But no. Okay. But you can't issue citations or anything like that, correct? Legally parked cars in the street?
It's going to be forwarded to code for follow-up.
Is there some reason why you're not willing to issue a citation for those vehicles that are parked illegally in the roadway?
It's going to be forwarded to code for follow-up.
Okay, because they're always parked there illegally. It's not like they're trying to maintain the peace tonight, and I would think that if they're not going to come into compliance, you guys would try to at least do things to help quiet down the party. The more people you have at a party, the louder it is. Do you agree or disagree?
I understand your perspective.
So we're sitting here on my front and I can hear him. I'm sure you can hear him.
Of course, sir. Yes, I can hear.
Okay, so what do I do? I mean, it doesn't sound like they want to come into compliance.
So as you can imagine, I can't force my way into their home and turn their power off or anything to stop the noise, okay? My avenues of enforcement is to forward to code enforcement. That's the option I have at this point.
When officers returned to the complainant, they explained the limitations of their enforcement options. While the noise violation was documented and forwarded to code enforcement, officers clarified that they could not immediately force compliance or issue citations for certain violations, including some of the parking concerns raised.
But you don't want to do anything about the cars?
I didn't say, nobody said we're not doing anything.
Okay, because it doesn't seem like they're being cooperative with you, so if you have discretion, why should you give them that discretion?
It's being forwarded to code for enforcement.
Okay, but what I'm saying is they're going to be there all night disturbing me. So why do they get to park illegally and disturb me all night when you have the right and the lawful
The information
authority?
is being forwarded to code for enforcement.
Okay, but why can't you issue an illegal parking citation?
The
You're not
information
aware of
is
that?
being forwarded to code for enforcement. Okay, that's my answer to your question.
Okay, but again, they're going to continue to disturb me tonight. So why do they get to continue to disturb me tonight?
It's not that we're taking
and
no
remain
action.
illegally
You're
parked?
making an implication that we're taking no action, I feel.
I would think if I'm creating a disturbance, Sergeant,
Yes, sir.
and I'm not being cooperative with your commands, I would think where you would just start saying, okay, you know what? That illegally parked car's got to go. That illegally parked car's got to go. Oh, why? I'm asking you to be cooperative with my commands.
I understand your
You're
perspective.
thumbing your nose at me.
I understand
I'm
your
trying to
perspective.
keep the peace in the neighborhood. If you're not going to help me keep the peace and be cooperative, then I have to increase my actions as a law enforcement officer.
I understand your perspective. I've provided you my answer. Okay?
Okay. So you're not going to ticket the cars all
They're not
night
going to be ticketed at this moment. Correct.
at this moment. Okay.
All right.
So if they continue to create disturbances and you have to come back here still, and they're still illegally parked, are you going to ticket them or are you not going to ticket them?
I don't have answer to future questions.
The reporting neighbor continued to question why parking citations were not being issued, expressing concern that the situation would continue throughout the night. Officers reiterated that the information regarding illegally parked vehicles would be forwarded to code enforcement and emphasized that their role at the scene was focused on de-escalation and documentation.
145 feet. 145 feet.
All right. Take that right now.
I'll put this back in your car. 145 feet right down on the floor. So we're gonna go to this house here. And advise them to the house here.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. I was handling other calls in the city, and we came here as soon as possible. You called us about a noise complaint?
Yes, the noise coming from next door.
Okay, yes. We already measured back there. We heard the noise. We saw the car back there. We're gonna go address them right now. I'll buy it, okay?
Sergeant, did you hear it at 100 feet? Did you have your wheel?
145 feet.
Yeah.
That's what we measured it at. Yes, sir.
It's been going all day. They got a couple illegally parked cars up front. Greatly appreciate y'all handling, and if I can, may I please have a case card?
Yeah,
I believe they have it ready for you right now.
Okay. Thank you all very much for coming out.
All right, no problem. Have a good day, sir.
Have a good evening.
You're
Take
welcome.
care, sir.
Get the 2 tags off the cars that parked on the street.
So cars can't be parked in the alley behind. They can't be parked in the street. Can't be parked in the yard. Can't be parked on the swell. So any of those ones need to move. Thank you, sir. And then let them know that if they want to come and see the noise, it's a violation to 100 feet. And we're all looking to show them that. Thank you, sir. And, oh, the one in the back, in the alleyway. Okay. This one in the yard, the one's on the swale, and in the street.
As the situation continued, officers responded again and conducted further measurements related to the noise complaint. Additional vehicles parked in the street, yard, and alley were observed, prompting officers to explain local parking ordinances and instruct the residents to move vehicles that were not legally parked.